So, today I'm doing an update on how awful this medical study's been. Like, I stopped taking the medicine after 3 days. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. I had mentioned it in my last video that I did last Thursday. Right now it's, I don't know if that's gonna focus, but it's Thursday, January 17th, and I said last Thursday. It's like 6 in the morning right now, 6:17, whatever. I said that, I mentioned in my little get ready with me that I was going into a medical study, and oh boy. Like, I've done some in the past, and I dropped out of one a while ago. It's been years, like 2012, and that was just like, it wasn't as bad as what I'm dealing with right now. Like, I literally took this medicine for 3 days and my body could not tolerate it. I was having such bad panic attacks, and then I was just starting to feel like I needed Xanax all the time just to like kind of function. And it's also really hard too when like I'm just starting to date someone and I feel like I'm just like putting so much on somebody when I already have problems. Like, it's really difficult. But now I'm having fucking, because the last dose I took was, see, I got the stuff Friday, but since I work third shift, like, I was supposed to take it Friday night because it was supposedly supposed to help me sleep. That, barely. That didn't do any good. It was giving me so much anxiety. I would wake up like freaked out. And then it would just be like every time that I kind of get myself calmed down, I would get hit with another wave of it. My last dose I took was Monday morning, and I slept and all that, but like Monday was just so bad. That was the 3rd day I was on it. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I couldn't stop crying. But now it's like I stopped taking it and I'm having these withdrawals that are just so bad. It reminds me, I was on one other medicine that made me have really bad withdrawals like this, but I was on it for a few weeks. But this medicine that's in the study, like, it was only supposed to be a 2-week study. It's supposed to be some kind of medicine. You can look it up online, Sage 217. Like, it'll give you a very brief synopsis, but they're testing it for a bunch of different things. But it was making me shake real bad. It was giving me really bad anxiety, like making me have a constant panic attack. I don't know how I'm supposed to fucking do that. I can't do that. I couldn't do that more than the 3 days I was on it. And now these fucking withdrawal syndromes are gonna fucking kill me. Like, I'm still like, feel like I have to keep, like, I took a Xanax not long ago and I'm waiting for it to fucking kick in so I can sleep, but I just felt like updating about this. I just, felt like I need to say something about it just because it's so fucking awful. And like, it's like now the Xanax is like not even working that good because I keep having to take it, and now I'm freaking out because it's like I'm getting really bad and I just want this to fucking stop. And I don't remember how long I was on a medicine called Vibred back in 2015 that made me have really bad withdrawals. I was on it for like, I might have actually been on it for like a month, but yeah, when I stopped taking that, I felt very similar to what I'm feeling like right now. Except for I didn't have any Xanax or anything back then, so I was like bugging friends to come over and just like fucking hold me because felt like I was going insane. And now it's like, even with the Xanax, I feel like I'm going insane right now. I'm just losing my goddamn mind. I'm waiting for this shit to kick in so I can go to bed. The guy I'm dating, he's gonna come by later. I don't know exactly what time. He said he might. He wasn't sure if he had to do something else first. He's waiting to hear back from that person. I'm kind of hoping they kind of you know, whatever. Don't, you know, just kind of, I mean, he kind of said that he thought they might spaz out about it, so I'm hoping that's the case and he can just come over after work, because I don't know what to do with myself right now. It's so bad. I am just, you know, trying to hold my shit together, even just on camera, like, not very well, but I just, like, can't stop sobbing and just, like, wanting to die, and it's really hard. And this ends up being the risk. Like, I've had some really bad reactions to psych meds, but the only reason I put myself through this is, like, just hoping for something to work, because I do have really bad depression and anxiety, and it kind of goes in ebbs and flows, but, like, then I get hit with shit like this, just constant, like, when I could just feel where the medicine that I was on was wearing off, like the panic that I was having from the medicine was starting to wear off. I think that was like Tuesday night. I was getting really lightheaded and stuff. It was hitting me really hard in waves, and the guy was over here and he laid with me because I said I got really lightheaded, and he laid with me before I went to work, and we were just talking about it, like just what I was going through. And then I went to work, and it was like as soon as I got to work, I like regretted that I didn't take half a Xanax. Like, I can't take a whole Xanax if I have to like work or do anything. Like, I took a whole one now because I want to sleep, but I only can take a half, but it doesn't last very long when I take a half, because it's only half milligram for a whole pill, so that's only, you know, 0.25, and usually I could get like 5 hours, and now it seems like, because I've been having to do this the last few days, it's like now I feel like I'm only getting like 3 hours, and it's just going downhill, because I don't usually like taking Xanax, because this is what happens. It just becomes less effective very quickly. But yeah, I had went to work that night, and there was just like a fucking switch in my head that flipped, where I knew that, oh, this isn't the medicine itself anymore. I'm having fucking withdrawal syndrome. Like, I literally was like an hour into work, and I just felt like this whoosh, like in the back of my head. Like, I've been having a lot of weird burning sensation in my head too. I don't know if anyone else has ever done with that, but like, it feels like this is on fire back here still a little bit, but not as bad as when I was on the medicine. But I just felt like these really strong waves of panic hit me, and I had to like end up running to the bathroom because I just felt this overwhelming urge to just sob, and I just got so suicidal. I'm like, oh my god, now I'm having withdrawal syndrome after fucking being on this shit for 3 fucking days. Like, I don't need this shit. I have enough problems. Just enough fucking problems with bullshit, enough problems with my brain, enough problems trying to date somebody. Like, we're 2 weeks in and I'm fucking losing my mind. I don't want this to get fucked up. I really don't. I just feel like everything just gets fucked up because of my mental health. And now I have all this fucking medicated misery. I only record this as a somewhat a reminder to myself next time I think about doing a fucking med study, but also just a warning to others that if you're sensitive to medication or to side effects, like whatever this medicine becomes, don't do it. Especially if you're sensitive to anything that involves anxiety, and then God forbid you have to get off it. This isn't good. I'm not like, how am I supposed to function? I spent literally, I went to work, but I was crying like almost the whole time I was at work. I mean, luckily I was in the I work security, so I was in control room by myself. Thankfully I didn't have to deal with people because I was doing a lot of crying. I don't think I would have been there otherwise. I didn't really want to be there. I was having trouble leaving my bed today. You know, I talked to the guy I'm dating a little bit on the phone, but, you know, I was just getting really upset, and, you know, it's nice to talk to him, but it's so hard when you want somebody there with you when you're fucking, like, just feel so alone, and, like, you're losing your shit, and, like, you just want to be held. You want to feel like you have some control over your body right now. I don't know. I'm going through it really hard, and I understand that people have to have a life outside, especially whenever you've only been dating someone for a few weeks. But it's also really complicated for me when I just like when I'm going through stuff like this, which is so fucking major, which really intensifies everything that I already struggle with when I'm dating. Like, it's hard for me to date. It's hard for me to, like, get attached to people. Like, I'm really picky, like, admittedly picky. So when I find someone who is very similar to me, like, just in so many ways, I want nothing more than it to work out, and just for that person to, like, want to be around me as much as I want to be around them. And it's really hard. Like, some people need more alone time or more space than I do. I always, maybe more so in the beginning of a relationship, because I have so much anxiety about people leaving, and so much anxiety about, like, what people's level of interest is in me, that, and just the borderline. I've mentioned my borderline personality disorder, but that's another whole element there. But, like, all I want to do is be with that person, even if it's, like, the stupidest thing. Like, even if I'm just, like, laying my head on them while they do whatever they're doing. Like, I just want to be around them. And I think that's the hardest thing. Especially, you know, if someone is younger and they're still living with their parents, and then I don't think it's early, and I know it wouldn't be a thing where they want me to meet their parents yet, or if they'd feel kind of weird about me even going over there because it's not his place. So that kind of just limits to whenever he comes over here, and I know he likes to play his games, and, you know, he has other friends, and good on him. He has people. I wish I had more people, and I think that's just the other part of the problem. Wishing I had more people I was comfortable with, safe with. I have a lot of problems feeling safe with people, and that's the other thing with the dating. And then I start to, like, kind of feel safe with someone, but then the constant anxiety of the person leaving, or, like, getting overwhelmed by me, and, like, he's really trying to be good about, you know, telling me it's okay. Like, he understands I'm going through a hard time, and he understands the medication is really fucking me up. But still, the little fucking voice in my head too. Like, I'm gonna say, like, one wrong thing and everything's gonna blow up. That's my fear. That is totally my fear in this situation. I don't know what I would say. I mean, I'm being really honest with him, and he told me that, you know, he's trying to communicate and be honest with me too, and I appreciate it. But I also can't help but feel really sad too. Like, just, I need a lot more. And I don't want to put too much on him. And I'm not getting it from anywhere else. I'm really not. You know, some people have like a close family member or somebody else they can turn to, and I am just like fucking lacking. Like, not comfortable with a lot of people, and people are busy, people have lives. You know, people I used to turn to and used to talk to, when I get like this, like, they got other shit going on. They're married now, they're doing whatever they're doing. They don't have time for me, really. Like, not the time they used to have. They can't just run over here. They don't live close anymore. Like, I used to have people that live close by, so if I was having a fucking mental breakdown at fucking 6:30 in the morning and they were awake, it wouldn't be a fucking problem. They would just come over here and try to make me laugh. But no, I'm here alone. Everyone's fucking asleep. And this medicine's making me fucking crazy. Or this medicine withdrawal. So yeah, that is my update on this bullshit.